Well, good evening, Cruise Crew, and welcome to PJNET. And boy, aren't we having fun tonight. We have a new visitor that has never been here before, and you will see him in the chat room roster as J. Miller Congress. So that automatically tells you something's going on, okay? And what's going on is he and I both have been prepping for this time that we're going to share here, and each of us had to kind of spit out our Copenhagen so that we could do this. So this won't be a very long interview. Jeff, hey, listen, glad to have you on board tonight. How did you stumble into this crazy place?
Well, actually from Chicago, CAD chick, we actually met her at the Ted Cruz rally.
Oh, really?
Me and my wife. Yeah, over at Durango Hills YMCA, and she was telling us about the value of Twitter. And I never was a big fan of Twitter, didn't really understand it. And then my wife got into it first, at her urging, and my wife said, you need to take advantage of this as well. And I have, and it's been a great experience. And then, with her guidance, with her suggestions, telling us all about PJNET, and joining the Cruise Crew, and that's how I got here, and it's been a good experience so far.
Well, Jeff, let's introduce you a little bit. You are running for the United States House of Representatives, Nevada District 1. Now, I did some recon on that. That is presently held by the incumbent Representative, or Madam Titus, who has a Heritage Action score of 10%. Obviously, we do not have any conservative representation there. That's what that tells me. What that also tells me is it is probably a blue district.
That is correct. I am at a 26-point deficit from what I have been told. Right now, Jimmy Strassner is my campaign manager. He was actually Ben Carson's campaign manager. He was director of Carson America for Nevada. And, he basically told me that last election, Karl Rove got in. He was very hesitant on getting in at -6. But here I am at 26, bring a powerful message. I think, my message actually transcends outside the party boundaries. Because I want to give the power back to the people. I am a strict constitutionalist. I am a conservative. I'm also a libertarian nature. Do what you want to do. I'll do what I want to do. Let's don't cause trouble for each other. Let's give it back to the people, and that's a powerful message. Too many times, elected representatives act as if they're elected monarchies, and that's not to be. And so now you have a guy like me. I'm just a regular guy. I'm not a career politician. I'm a cowboy. I work at a ranch. I've just had enough, and I think that's going to actually work in our favor. And also, the Democrats see this as a safe seat. I've been given on good authority. They're not going to spend any money here because they think Titus can't be toppled.
Right.
So that's going to work in our advantage. And by the time we get the ball rolling and get the steam going, she's not going to know what hit her. And she's going to come in the very last second and find out she's not as popular as she thinks she is.
Jeff, many people feel the sentiments that you just expressed. Very few of them wake up one morning and say, well, dadgummit, I'm just going to run for Congress. Tell us about that moment that you woke up one morning and decided, I'm going to run for Congress, if that's the way it happened.
Well, it happened many years ago. I used to be in the radio business. And how I got into that was kind of funny. I was actually the co-inventor of the Davis Miller clear mailbox receptacle. We held the patent on it. We designed this mailbox shortly after 9/11 when all the pipe bomb scares were going on, all the anthrax scares were going on. We designed this mailbox with GE's backing. They made this indestructible mailbox that you could take a 7.62 NATO round to it. The bullet's going to bounce right off. But it was clear. We found out that having a clear mailbox is illegal. So we went to, we had to go to get the law changed. We had to rally up congressmen. So I wound up working with Congressman Bozeman, even Governor Mike Huckabee. He was a good guy. He actually helped me out a lot. But several others, and that's when I really learned this is all just nothing but bureaucracy. As much time as I have spent on this project, as much money that has been spent on this project, just for them to play games with me. And I left that very jaded, very upset. I took to the radio waves and started doing the news for KEBF 88.3 out of Little Rock, Arkansas on the noon hour. And doing that, I started talking to all the politicians that I've talked before, and I started contemplating a run for the state legislature. And I went to the chairman of the Republican Party back there, Marty Ryle, and he told me, "It's not your turn. What have you done for the party? There's guys in front of you." And I never did forget that. You know, that always stuck with me. And many years went by, and I still, I think of that. And it finally got to the point, I was reading Thomas Paine's Common Sense. I went back to the basics. And they were trying to keep me out. They didn't want a new guy coming in. They want you to pay the dues. They want you to play the party game.
Right.
And, it just dawned on me, I was reading a biography by about Andrew Jackson. And it said, sometimes if you want real change, you have to do it yourself. And that just hit me, and it hit me hard. And I thought about it, and I prayed about it. And, for many years I've waited, and I've prayed for God to raise up a true constitutional conservative to take the country back and give it back to the people and give it back to the way that the framers intended it to be. And it hasn't happened. So after prayerfully considering it, I answered the call of God. And I'm sure many others have as well, but I actually listened to them. And so I just went, and here I am. And, really, we've been really accepted by many people. I bring the message to the Clark County Republicans first. They're like, yeah, we actually want to help you. And I'm like, that's awesome. And then I went to the state GOP. They said, yeah, you're the anti-establishment candidate. This is the year of the anti-establishment candidate. You can win this. Just listening to me and looking me in the eyes, they said, you can win this. And they're supposed to be reaching out to Reince Priebus, trying to get him on board. And, I just found out today the Libertarian Party of Nevada is actually promoting us on their website as well. So this transcends party lines. The message is powerful. I'm giving it back to the people. And we started seeking out endorsements. And some in the party are a little bit nervous of me because they know that if I get elected, a lot of people are probably going to lose their jobs. And Governor Sandoval, he gave Nevada the biggest tax increase in history. They cried out, elect us, elect us. We're going to undo everything that the Democrats have done. We're going to do this. Well, the people of Nevada voted for them. Then they give us the biggest tax increase in history, raising taxes on everything, where a Democrat would have nickeled and dimed you at first, but they betrayed the people. And Sandoval already told my people he wants nothing at all to do with me. Of course not. So not only am I fighting the Democrats, progressives, I'm fighting the rhinos in my own party. They don't want me right.
We understand that. I feel your pain, you might say, Jeff. Well, let me ask something. You're aware that you're in a blue district. I mean, you're not crazy. You're aware that the party machinery. The first question you were asked is, "What have you done for the party?" What keeps you going?
What keeps me going? I still believe in the American dream. I still believe America is a land of opportunity. Especially with a guy like me. I've lived it. I grew up in the South. I grew up in Conway, Arkansas. I grew up in a bad neighborhood. I was the only white boy in a black neighborhood. Every day I had to fight, and I had to learn how to be tough. And I also had to learn how to build relationships with people, how to make them laugh, how to have a good time, make people like me. And then finally I move up to the point where I can work on a project like the mailbox and have a patent and write books and become published. And then come to Las Vegas, Nevada, become a tour guide, and then run for Congress. So I believe in the American dream. It's still there. And, just because, after almost 8 years after Obama beating us down, beating our country down, beating the morale of the people down, I still have that hope where America was great for me, and it was great for many people before me, and I want it to be great for many people after me. I want it to be great for the children, my son, my daughter. I want them to have many opportunities that I have had and even more. I'm sick and tired of people who live the American dream and then try to deny it for someone else. That is wrong.
Well, Jeff, you've got the right ideas. You're doing a lot of good things. The hill in front of you is a steep one, but we commend you for taking it on. We continue for persisting. We have persisted in our battles as you are persisting in yours, and we just tip our hat to you, Jeff. Now, feel free, after we're done here, to put your website in our chat room. Folks, those of you that are here with us live during our PJNET Cruise Crew Rally, we have posted links on how you can follow Jeff Miller, J. Miller Congress, and we hope that you will support him in every way possible, because as we've talked about before on this program, winning a Republican majority has not seemed to be the answer. It seems that even though we have a majority, very little has changed. So what we're going to have to do is root out some seats and put people like Jeff in them. We've talked to Becky Garrettson from Alabama. We've talked to Casper from Wyoming, who I just heard from the other day. Folks, these people are doing a Herculean effort to win for us. Let's do everything we can to help them. Jeff, thanks so much for calling in. Thank you for stopping by. We hope you'll hang with us and become part of the Cruise Crew team and the PJNet team. And we wish you the very, very best. And when is the actual election?
Well, we got to get to the primary. The primary is June 14th.
June 14th. I'll remember that day. It's my anniversary. So hopefully we'll get a chance to speak again between now and then. And you're always welcome here on PJNet, Jeff.
Well, I appreciate it. We are anticipated to win the primary. We're probably going to win the primary. But it's going to be a difficult, long road to get in the general. But once we get our message out there, the people, I mean, I can't see how they could deny it. I mean, do they want their freedoms or do they not? And we're going to do this thing.
Jeff, you're a heck of a guy. We're glad you're here. Or we're glad you're with us, and we're with you. Thank you again for calling in and sharing with us.
I appreciate it. If you need anything, holler at me, okay?
Okay, Jeff. Thank you.